folks, pt.7 here. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to Farm Sim 19. Yes, indeedy. That got my corn harvest going on, and that before I pull up any more contract jobs, I should probably make sure that our own goodies are attended. So that's what we're going to do here. There we go. Do hope everyone's doing well today. Thank you very much for stopping by. And I've reduced a few more settings in the hopes to get a slightly steadier frame rate. And so far it seems to be working. I actually turned texture details from high to low. There doesn't seem to be like a medium. There's just, you know, you either got it or you ain't, fella. So, well, I ain't exactly got it. Alright, pipe in. And let's turn this puppy on. Well, actually, let's get up the hill a little bit. This harvester almost won't do this field. Okay, there we are. Pull forward. Yeah, if I let it start rolling down that hill a little too much, it doesn't have the power to stop unless I shut the harvester off. Like, not the engine on the machine, but the actual harvester. Yeah, otherwise not happening. And I've actually had the issue. I slid all the way back down the field into the highway with the brakes full on. So, yeah. And I really do apologize if this is starting to look like a comic strip here with the graphics, but oh, by the way, I haven't used any gas. This is just it cruising down the hill. There's full brake. There we go. Come on, stop, stop. That's full brakes. Wow. Oh. Yeah. I was just trying to shut off the harvester, not the combine. And there is such a lag between when you actually give it gas and when it goes anywhere. There's full forward throttle. Look at that. Wheel's not slipping. The harvester just sits there. That is, I'm on full throttle. So, I guess I have no choice. I'm going to have to start at the top. So it's almost like they've implemented their own version of MR. And this field's a little too much for this harvester, I think. So, it looks like we're going to have to get a little bit selective here. Of course, I'm absolutely destroying the grass around this field. Probably should have cut it first. Okay, let's turn it on. Let's jump in here. Alright. No. I'm not giving it any gas. This is just a hill. Give her a little brake. Give her lots of brake. Yeah. This is scary as heck. I mean, granted, it only does end up going about 12, 13K flat out, but... Alright. I'm going to hit full brakes here. Full brakes. Okay, we actually came to a stop. I'm impressed. Whoa. But this part, nope. No. Yeah, it's just, wow. So now I guess, I gotta get back up to the top of the hill. Wow. Probably should have chosen a different piece of property. Yeah. You need to be a bigger rig than me to do this field, I think. Wow. It is tough. So there have been, I've been up on Giants Forum and of course the Steam forums, and yeah, there's, the more people play, the more issues there seems to be, which is, considering the hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of live streams and stuff that were done, you think these things would have been brought to attention before release day, you know? I would have thought all those YouTube presenters would have found some of these errors and talked about them. And quite frankly, if what I've heard is true, and Giants actually asked the people they gave keys to not negatively review things, well, shame on every one of you. Alright. Once again, just let gravity rip us down the hill. And grab the brakes, and they do nothing. Still full brakes, still full brakes, still full brakes. Yeah, I'm still pull all the way back. There we go. I finally stopped. Yeah. Full brakes. Come on. Come on. Man. It's tough. It is tough, let me tell you. Yeah, it would seem there's some sort of a deeper physics going on here, maybe, than what we're used to. You know? I know for 15 I could have used the weakest harvester in the game and skated up and down here like it was nothing. In 17 it would have been a little bit more effort, but it would appear that now one must be very, very careful what they take on with their equipment. I mean, this is the very smallest corn header that you know. So it's not like I'm trying to run something that's just too much for this harvester. It's the field that's too much for this harvester. So. Ooh, that was a little dizzying. I thought maybe for a moment there I was going to fly out of the combine or roll it. One or the other. Yikes, that would have been scary. So it'll actually, well, some parts of the hill will continue to accelerate. Other parts, as you can see, really drag it down. So I mean, good. I'm not complaining about the way this is working. I think this is probably a little bit closer to what we would have looked at, as I said, if there were an MR mod in the last iteration. So, well, it's unfortunate it's not going to get the whole row. You have to make one more trip up the hill. But that'll be it for our cornfield. Looks like our little grain field there is coming into its own as well. Nice. And we are pretty much outfitted completely for contract work now. The only thing I would really need I don't want to go up that side, it's just going to ruin more crop. The only thing we need is plow and cultivator. Maybe a seeder. So. And I've noticed in the contracts there's contracts for baling. We're doing all kinds of things. So, yeah, that will come in handy as well, that we have ourselves a baler. Alright, let's get this last bit of corn in the bucket. And go from there. Now, I haven't emptied the trailer yet. This is the full worth of what we're getting, I guess. The entire field is going to dump into that. So, not the biggest yield, but it gives us an idea of what they are giving us on our crops these days. Okay, and boom. And full brakes, and no one cares, and no one cares, and no one cares, and we're still not stopping. There we go. Oh, I tell you. And let's get the pipe out. Shall we? There's a... excuse me, little bugger. Alright. Oh. Well, we'll assume that's going in the trailer. Don't look. Look away. La, 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 la. Okay, that's all that's going to fit in the trailer. Good to know. Good to know. Beep. Tractor brakes work. Anybody coming? No? Good. Anybody coming now? Don't know. The pillars are in the way. Alrighty, here we go. Now, I haven't moved the gear yet, but as you can see, I have put a second shed on the property, so that we can indeed store all of our gear. Alrighty, here we go. Thump, thump, thump. And, bumpity, bumpity, bump. Start overloading. Okay, tip side back. That works. No. Ooh, that goes up a ways, eh? Wowzer. Okay, now let's hop out and let's go grab the harvester. We'll empty the rest of it out. Now, what's going on with this wheat field? Let's have a little check ski, shall we? Well, I don't think there's any traffic actually comes down this road. So, la 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 la, how's the condition? Fertilized, 50%. It's ready to harvest. Needs plowing, needs lime. Yeah, I think these are things we'll do when we've actually owned the field for an entire season. You know what I mean? Like, it's a little bit late. I don't care what the game thinks. I am not throwing lime on a fully developed crop. You just don't do that. You'd roast the thing right off the ground. Like, you'd come by tomorrow and there would be nothing there but a bunch of black rotting crud. So, we're just not going to do that. We're going to pretend we know what we're doing, and it's not going to be that. Alrighty. Let's grab our funky little harvester. Yeah. I'm going to start the engine here. Just watch me go, man. It's got a terrible horn, dude. Terrible. Alright. Okay, no guarantees I can stop station wagon, so zoom. That would be terrifying, wouldn't it? You're driving down the road and you look off to the side and there's a set of these coming for the side of your vehicle? Yes. I think you would be suitably terrified. Whoa. Alright, all of a sudden it just didn't want to steer. Oh, now I'm hung up, right? Yeah, that's brilliant. Come on. Oh, God's sake. Good Lord. What an effort. It seems they have pretty radical hitboxes on every piece of your equipment, even those little signal lights. Yeah. So needless to say, I think we need to be a wee bit more careful. That's gonna suck. I don't know how I'm gonna handle that. Alright. So we've got that harvest to deal with over there. Geez, I want to do some contracting, but we need to find the time in between doing all our own work. It is 3 o'clock. Alrighty. Well, game time. It's 3 o'clock, you know. Pipe in. Doing. Awesome. Well, I don't believe this front header folds or does anything like that, so let's just tuck it away. Okay. And a little closer, that should do it. And click. Nice. Let's go grab the other one. Make sure we're well clear. Don't want to, get hung up on the license plate or something here. And there we go. Brilliant. This is a fair-sized field we've bought ourselves, I'm sure it'll do much better when it's actually all plowed and such, but for the moment, I think we're going to do well. Alright, let's have a look here, shall we? That's probably going to be a little closer. We'll have a look when we get closer to the crop. But I know if you wanted... Well, I would assume from looking at these machines, I've never driven one, I have no concept of what they do. But I would assume from looking at the header that you would pretty much... nearly low enough, does it? Why does it not seem like it's actually on the ground? Is it just because of the angle my harvester's in? Oh, okay, probably. But anyway, you would want the actual rotating header piece to just be catching the tops of the grain. and then that piece would shear out the bottoms and spit them out, and the tops would go up into the tank. So, I mean, in this particular iteration, I don't think it matters where that's set, but it just doesn't feel like it's as low as it should be. It is, though. Okay. Oh, straw swath? Does that appear? No, apparently not. Total map size. Okay, if I turn it off, will it give me a straw swath? Yes, no? I see nothing. Maybe this one doesn't have that option. Doesn't appear to. Okay. Well, we'll just go with that then, shall we? We shall. Alright, that's doing nothing. Okay, did that not say it was ready to harvest? That's got to be down lower? I don't know. Out further, in closer? I don't know. I'm sure this said it was ready for harvest. Ready to harvest. It's wheat. Okay. This is a grain header. The tank is empty. That doesn't seem to do anything. Well, I don't know, guys. Oh, wait a minute here. Can I... Possibly, is it going to make a difference here? Maybe I'm just being an idiot. Turn off harvester. No, that hasn't changed. Honk, stop engine. Well, that's... But it's still showing as being on the header, not the harvester as well. So... Okay, now it's showing as being on the machine. Let me try something here. Oh, stop. Now. Okay, it's not switching tools. Select tool. It's not switching from that to that. See, I can't even lower, or, for that matter, detach the harvester. Nope. Pipe out, turn on, all of that. Why can I not... Okay, wow, that's weird. Now it's come up. Lower header. Yeah, that's really strange. Okay, now... Well, I don't know. I'm not convinced that's any different. Nothing. It's not even touching it. I really don't understand this. I mean, this is a wheat crop. We've got a grain header. Why are we not... Makes no sense to me. It says ready to harvest. This is my field. There's also, when the machine's running, well, here's full throttle. And there it goes. Alright, so as soon as I say now, I'm going to pull the trigger all the way to the stop. Ready? Now. That's quite the delay. Quite the delay indeed. Yeah, I don't get it. It says ready to harvest, owned by me. Growth, ready to harvest, owned, me. Is this harvester not capable of picking up wheat? I mean, what's going on here? Oh. There you go. Supposed to be able to pick up wheat. Quasar F4. It's the header they suggest. And guess what? Now this is the one we're actually using. Oh, that's for the corn header they're talking about, isn't it? Yeah, the Quasar F4. That's the one we have. But that's strictly corn and sunflower. So, Bison Super. Alright. I wonder if this is the one that they, But I mean, shouldn't any header work? I mean, that case header should work, shouldn't it? No, I don't know. That's, if that's the case, then I think they're really screwing us here, to be honest with you. Because, I mean, obviously the header's running. It's functioning properly. Now, I could understand in real life that these things may well be proprietary, but that's certainly never been the case before. Nor is it fair that we should have to throw money away to find this out. Oh, man. I don't know. There is some, slightly odd things with this game. You know, some of which will be taken care of in patches, obviously. Like, I mean, they've got to do some optimization. There is so many complaints about it. And they've got to do something about controller support. Again, there are so many complaints. When you allow 4 only, and you count a mouse and keyboard as 2 of them, well, like I said, I guess if you're running just a straight 360 pad, goody goody. You know, if you're running a HOTAS, that's the other 2. Generally, if you're running a wheel and pedals, that's the other 2. You know what I mean? It's like, wow, man. Thanks for thinking of anybody but us. But there we go. Alright, let's sell this. $24,996. It's 0 days old, and they're already charging us money for it. Just out of curiosity, what would the repair? Oh, okay, I hit repair, it does nothing. So let's sell it. Alright, let's head over here and buy the correct one. So $24,996. Yeah, it's going to cost us money. I'm pretty sure that was 28 new or something. So So this is the guy, the Z56. Yeah. So much for putting a bigger header on it. If you buy yourself a combine, you want to throw a bigger header on it. Appears that if it's not the make and model that goes with it, that ain't gonna happen. Alright, let's head back to that field. And hopefully have a little more success, eh? Now, I'm pretty sure withering is on, so we're going to have to check our sugar beets as well. And make sure that they are not overstaying their welcome. Alright. Lower header, turn on, blah blah blah. Okay. Oh, it switches to this one a little better now. Yeah, I still don't see any sort of, you still get that massive delay, too. I still don't see any option to select whether I want it to mix the straw or not. Alright, well at least it's working now. So now will you give me an option? No? Apparently not. Alright, let's, yeah, it's making straw, so I'm happy. Again, what is with that weird delay? I'm hoping it's not because I have a dead zone, because without the dead zone, every time you touch a stick, you continue to go in that direction until you touch a stick in a different direction, which is not the way this stuff should work. So, but that's all under that whole needs controller support fiercely bit. So we'll see how that comes along. I mean, I'm sure they're not ignoring it. You know, the last thing they want are pages and pages of bad reviews on their game. Yeah, look at all the little tufts of grass that got blown on the field and then we missed picking them up. Oops. Oopsie. They've certainly done a little bit of work on the old dust particles, eh? And again, guys, I do apologize if this kind of looks like a comic book for the detail end of it, but yeah. You know, right now I'm holding a steady 30 frames. And that's the first time anything's been steady. You know, normally the fluctuations alone are so bad that it's just craziness, man. Craziness. Come on, forward. There we go. Well, I see we are getting well onto the day. So hopefully you guys will, if nothing else, you won't make the same mistake I did and simply think that because it's always worked in the past that you can simply choose which header you would prefer. Yeah, not so much. But there you go. Hope everyone enjoyed the episode. If you did, well then please, don't forget to hit that like button on the way out. And leave comments. I like to see what you guys have to say about things. If you had issues with the video, well, let me know that too, because I am always very anxious to improve. But, as always, guys, and until the next time, take care of each other, folks. This has been pt.7, Farm Sim 19, in all its glory. Ciao for now, guys. Just a quick pop back on to say, one thing to keep in mind, the header that I was using was a mod, so it may only work on the modded harvester it belongs to. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Ciao.